Victoria, welcome to Behind the Mic.
Thank you for having me, Gabe.
Thank you for being on. Let's get into it. First and foremost, for those who don't know you, tell us about yourself.
Well, I am 23 years old. I am from San Bernardino County in California, and I am an artist, an interviewer, and I'm currently a college student as well. And I am a former YouTuber as well. And that's pretty much everything for now. Hopefully more opportunities arise, but
Yeah. You said you were a former YouTuber. How'd that go? Did you have fun with that?
I did actually. My cousin and I, we had a little channel called Cousin's Corner, and we did it for about 2 years, I want to say. And then in October 2020, we stopped. But we did about 100 episodes.
Wow.
We did like little internet challenges. We even interviewed each other on there once. We did little cooking videos, all those kinds of things. But then school got really busy with him and with me as well, so it got kind of hard to do everything. Right. But we were doing it even through the pandemic, so it worked out pretty well for a little while.
Yeah. You were just on season 3 of Just Talking Gabe, so tell us what you've been doing since then.
Well, since then, I have been still doing my artwork, still doing my college courses online, and interviewing a ton of people. And I recently finished my screenplay that I actually talked about on your show, because back then I was still like in the writing process, but I had finished it now.
Oh, congratulations.
Well, thank you. It took a while actually for me, because I was like trying to do it whenever I had time. And then once I would get to it, then I get the writer's block and it becomes a whole disaster. But then
I know about writer's block, and it's not fun.
Yeah. It was something I did not think was going to happen, because I thought I had the ending in mind already, but then it's building up to that ending. That's where I have like a difficult time with it. But now I'm trying to contact film studios, and then I was told you can't just go in there with your script. So I have to get an agent. So now I'm agent hunting. That's where I've been at with that.
Wow.
So that's actually been a harder process than I realized. I've just been
it is kind of a hard process.
Yeah, I've been just like emailing, calling, driving people crazy, and no one's answering me, so I don't know.
What is your favorite thing about being an artist?
Well, I know like for a lot of people, it's like the self-expression thing about it, which I think that is very true. But another thing that I enjoy about it is in terms of the entertainment industry. I've always just loved watching shows and movies and stuff, and knowing that being an artist, you have so many different choices in how to work in that. You could be an editor, you could do sound, all these different things. So what I love about it is the ability to work in that industry and to express myself in that. That's kind of the biggest thing about it for me.
All right. And you said you were also an interviewer. Who has been your favorite person that you've interviewed?
Oh, I don't like picking favorites.
Right. I know. I have to ask,
The one that I usually say with this question is Abby Lee Miller, just because she was so different from everybody else that I had interviewed. But I feel like really bad just like picking a consistent favorite. So I would say that she's definitely up there. And Fred Olin Ray is really good too. He's one of my favorite film directors, and Michael Campion from Fuller House. So
seriously, wow.
Yeah, so I have a few that are like up there because of like my fandomness, with my fangirling problem. But
right.
Those have been like my top 3. I'll do that, top 3 then.
Okay, that works. Now, who would be someone that you would like to interview?
Oh, let's see. How many people have I been spamming their inbox? I mean, we could go down a list of like all those Hollywood greats, like Joaquin Phoenix, Willem Dafoe, Robert Pattinson. And in terms of like directors, I've been bothering David Cronenberg. I've been bothering his people. Musicians, I know that Big Time Rush got back together, so I'm trying to get them.
Did?
Yeah, they got back together about a month ago. They're going to do like a little tour.
Oh, so, I did not know that.
Yeah, they ended up putting like a random thing on their social media. So hopefully I can get them. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
because I've been a rusher since I was like 11 years old.
I used to love that show when I was little.
Oh, that's a great show.
Yeah, it is. Right. What is your favorite show that you've been binging currently?
I'm gonna be one of those people and say like all those reality shows. So probably 90 Day Fiance is a big one.
90 Day Fiance, I watched that. I watched that more than I care to admit.
Oh yeah, I'm part of the whole 90 Day Fiance universe, you know.
Yeah.
Like the 7 spin-off shows and everything.
Oh yeah.
Watching all those, and I'll admit I've been there since the beginning when it was just this humble little show, and then it became this whole entire franchise. It's crazy.
All right. So, what 2 movies would you say that everyone in their lifetime has to see at least once?
Oh. Well, I'm going to say 2 that are very important to me, not like classics that I'm sure everybody else has already seen. A big one would be the 1980 movie Xanadu. It's not one that a lot of people have even heard of. It's kind of one of those cult classics kind of thing.
Right.
It didn't get a lot of popularity, but it's a musical and it's a romance. And I still feel to this day, it's like the most romantic film. I think it's more romantic than like Notebook or Titanic.
I've seen Titanic way too many times.
And then my second one would be another one that's very close to my heart would be the 2012 movie called Cosmopolis, which is another one people are like, what's that? And it's a Canadian movie. And that was actually my first R-rated film.
Oh,
and,
really?
Yeah, so that was my introduction to David Cronenberg. And that's why it's like I'm such a big fan of him. And it's just like, I feel like a very poetic film. Like if you're like one of those film nerds, that's a film that you have to see because there's like such a minimalistic style in the filmmaking. It takes place primarily in this limo, but with the camera angles and the acting ability of all the cast, I just felt this is a very special movie, but yet no one like has ever seen it. So every time I get the chance, I tell people, you have to see this movie. It's a masterpiece.
Okay, now would you rather have a magic button that takes you to the future or to the past?
I'm kind of like a future person. I've always liked movies that take place in the future and seeing how much things don't pan out the way that we thought that they would. Like we thought we should be flying cars by now, and we don't have that.
I would like a flying car.
Yeah. So
I'll get that one day.
Yeah, so someday those things will probably happen. That's what I would like to see, though. Definitely the future and see if there are flying cars. That way, I don't have to get a license.
What is the one thing that you want people to know about
you? Probably that I'm very passionate. I've been told that a lot, like in school and stuff, that I'm very passionate about just like the entertainment industry, and I just want to work in it desperately to the point of that I probably bother people. So probably that's like a personality thing.
And then my final question is, I know you talked about your screenplay and everything, but what is next for you?
I have a bunch of interviews lined up. That's kind of been my most successful thing. Bunch of people I've been interviewing, and I try to post about one a day. And then I've been just doing a lot of drawing and applying for jobs. Because even though I'm in college, there are certain jobs that will take me. It's just a matter of if I'm good or not. So I've been just applying to work at small places, big places, and seeing where I can go, and still trying to get an agent. And hopefully my screenplay will be made into a movie. That would be nice.
Okay. Right. Well, congratulations on everything. And thank you for coming on today.
Thank you very much, Gabe. I appreciate it.